And there we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday, and that means it's live streaming night, even though it is still part of the 100k celebration week. Actually, welcome to the 100k celebration week 2. Started last week, and we're now heading into the second of the 2 weeks. And that of course means there are still a number of giveaways and all that stuff. Those guys who've been here before, you'll know what's going on. I'm gonna go through all that in case there are some new viewers out there. So they can get a little bit of an overview of all that. But tonight is Elite Night, and that means we're going to be heading back into Howard O'Connor, and we're going to be doing the Zero to Hero playthrough. It's not going to be 10 hours today. It's going to be my usual like 3-ish hours, plus minus a bit. And I'm going to give you guys a recap if you didn't watch the first live stream. Just so you know, like kind of what we're doing, where we're at, all that stuff. Sounds good. Okay. So let's just start with talking quickly about the giveaways. As always, Robigo runs today. Yes, Robigo runs today. So actually been plenty of opportunity to chit chat with you guys, which should be great. Okay. First of all, the giveaways. There are 2 types of giveaways running right now. There is the stream giveaways that's running during this live stream, where the winners will be drawn at the end of the live stream, and that is 5 winners that's going to get themselves some merchandise, either a mug or t-shirt of their choice from our merch store, d2eastore.com. So head over there and check it out. There is a number of cool items over there that's running for just this week. Also, I have some celebration merchandise to kind of commemorate the massive milestone, like t-shirts, and we now also have beanies in the store, and very recently we also added patches. Look at those. So we have like D2EA patch and Terra X, and also the 100k, oops, upside down, 100k patch right there. All those are in the store now. Also water bottles, recently added water bottles. Would love to show you, but FedEx have been sitting on my water bottles for like 2 weeks now. They are in a FedEx warehouse like 20 minutes from here, and they've been sitting in that FedEx warehouse for 2 weeks now. So, would love to show you, but FedEx refused to deliver them, making it very difficult to showcase them on stream. Jlander, I've been using you guys for Elite Dangerous. Very useful. Thank you, and welcome to the stream. Not like any Castaway field then. Yeah, anyway. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to showcase those bottles at some point. So those giveaways, of course, are running over on Discord. Discord.d2a.com. You head to the 100k celebration section. You sign up there. But there are more stuff for you to go and win over there, because there's also some giveaways that's been running all of last week, and it's also going to be running this week, with the winners being drawn on Sunday. And for that, there's a number of sponsors that has been sponsoring some cool items. I think I will just leave it over to past me to describe exactly what you can win in that giveaway. And we're starting this prize rundown with Deliver Us Mars for 5 lucky winners. The keys are delivered and sponsored by Frontier Developments. For more information, go to Steam and look up the game Deliver Us Mars. Next up, from this event's main sponsor, GameGlass, we have 6 Drake Cutter starter packs for Star Citizen. So whether you're new or old to Star Citizen, there should be some new toys to play with. For more information about this, go to getstarcitizen.d2a.com. And for more information about GameGlass, you can go to gameglass.d2a.com. Next up, for 2 lucky winners, we have Tobii Eye Tracker 5s. One is sponsored by Tobii themselves, and one is sponsored by GameGlass again. For more information about the eye tracker, go to tobii.d2a.com. And again, for more information about GameGlass, go to gameglass.d2a.com. from Monster Tech, we have a pair of Monster Tech table clamps allowing you to mount your HOTAS or HOSAS directly to your desk. For more information, go to monster.tech. GameGlass is back, and for 4 lucky winners, there is a subscription for 6 months on GlassPass. GlassPass gives you access to all the premium interfaces, shards, and features in GameGlass, allowing you to easily control your ship, your truck, or whatever you like to play with directly from a tablet, a phone, or a second laptop. For more information about GameGlass, go to gameglass.d2a.com. But GameGlass is not done yet. They are also sponsoring for 2 lucky winners 10-inch Fire tablets with a stand and a full year of GlassPass subscription. And once again, for more information, go to gameglass.d2a.com. The next prize here is not sponsored. This is something that I'm throwing into the pot myself. And for 1 lucky winner, there is a pair of Elite Dangerous replica control panels. And these are replicas of the control panels that you will see in game. So if you're looking for full-on immersion, then this is definitely for you. Next up, we have a Virtual Host SAS setup, dual sticks. There's gonna be 2 Constellation Alphas, one right and one left-handed, both sitting on Virtual Warbird bases. I should probably say that this is not new products. These are my old sticks that I've been using for a few years until I upgraded. And the final price is a Virtual HOTAS setup with a stick and a throttle. Once again, there is a Virtual Constellation Alpha right-handed stick sitting on a Warbird base with a Virtual Mongoose T50 CM3 throttle. This is also something that I'm throwing into the pot, and just as with the dual sticks, it is also second-hand devices. And you're probably thinking, how do you sign up for all these lovely, lovely prices? Well, you're gonna go over to Discord at Discord. I'm gonna cut myself off there again. And in terms of the sign-up process, discord.d2a.com, and just as with the stream giveaways, that's where you sign up for those. They are in the 100k giveaway section over there. So go to Discord if you haven't signed up yet, and go grab yourself some, at least a chance to win some cool merchandise over there. Just gonna quickly check how many have signed up so far for like the HOTAS stuff. Around 660 people have signed up, so there's quite a few people. There should be a good chance that one of you guys is gonna, well, at least one of you are gonna win. I know that for sure. Who it is, I don't know. That's up to the bot to decide in 5 days from now. Okay. Okay. Let's jump in game and let's talk about where we were. I mean, 1 out of 600 is really good given the prices. I mean, remember there's a lot of different items up for grabs. Okay, let's jump in game and let's talk about what we were doing last time. So, in the last one, Zero to Hero, we started out on a brand new character. We got ourselves some money through on-foot combat. Then we moved on to scanning plants and making some money that way. And with that money, we bought ourselves and built a passenger python, which we then flew out to Robico Mines. And this is where we are now. We did run some missions out here at Robico Mines. Which reminds me, we should probably just quickly go and check if there's any donation missions. Oh, look, there is. Okay, but these are both for factions, as you can see, both for the controlling faction, which we already allied with. So there's no point in us throwing money at them, as we already allied with them. What I did just quickly here before the live stream is I just sold my exploration data that I had lying around. And I also stacked up on passenger missions. So I already have a full cabin full of passengers, and we're ready to set out. But basically, the plan is just to try and, if we just quickly go into the mission board again. So you can see here, 2 of the factions we have now reached almost allied. This one, like running 1 mission for those guys, should put us up into allied, so that should be pretty soon. The leading faction, or controlling faction, we are already allied in. It's mostly the Anarchy pirate faction in the system that we haven't really gotten that much with. So we're gonna try to focus on getting reputation with these guys. But when we got as many rep missions from them as we can, we're gonna move over and begin to run missions focusing on money payout from these 2 guys. as we want to try and begin to make some money that should hopefully help us get that exploration rank up. It's doubtful we're gonna make elite, but let's just see how far we can make it. So let's go, let's launch, let's set our destination, and let's get shipping some passengers around. What's the dollar goal for these missions? There we go. Something was weird there. So, money-wise, I'm just trying to make as much as possible. Right now we are sitting on 113, almost 114 million credits, which is not too bad. Oh, somebody made elite. Dangerous in combat. Okay, now you just have the big grind in front of you. So, I mean, ideally the goal would be elite rank in exploration, but it's not a must. I don't think we're gonna make it, simply because of the time that's left, but... Yeah, at full rep you can make around 20 million per run, exactly. So, when we reach full rep, 20 million in a run. And we need how much? 300 or something, that's like 15 runs. And you can do, what, 5 to 6 runs per hour? Okay, technically you might actually be able to get quite close. Let's see how close we're gonna get. We're currently just at the beginning of Trailblazer, so we have quite a bit to go. So is it better to do bulk passenger missions or do 1-2 passengers that first class and pay a lot of money for the... So is it better to do bulk passenger missions or missions to do what is... So the only thing that matters in terms of exploration rank is how much money you make. So if... was Dawn's Heritage. So if all you care about is getting your exploration rank, you just need to get as much money per cabin as you can. We do Andy. Andy says 17. I assume. Oh, there we go. I have to please say hi to my daughter, Ellie, before she makes me change to TikTok for her. Hello, Ellie. How are you doing today? If you say hi, you know what, Ellie? You should let your dad watch Elite Dangerous stuff. I'm sure you can watch TikTok some other day. But you should sit and you should watch some, or fly some spaceships, because spaceships are cool! Okay, do we have Sirius Atmospheric? Yes! All the passengers want to go to Sirius Atmospheric, and they also want a lot of other stuff. No, this is just the nav beacon data. Okay, fair enough. I thought they wanted... Sometimes the passengers can get a little demanding, and they want all kinds of things when you take them out on trips. Dracadia, I think that's how it's pronounced, over on Twitch. Hello and welcome! You're very welcome. It says thanks for all the tutorials. Actually, I should just put this on cruise control, shouldn't I? So I just... Oh, didn't we actually put cruise control on this? We did put cruise control on this. Ah, the game will play itself. You're very welcome, Andy. I need to play this game. I stopped with Frontier, stopped supporting it for Xbox. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people were abandoned over on console platforms. Transfer portal is open right now, so you can transfer over to PC. Is there a reference on what it takes for each rank in Elite? Glad you asked. Yes, there is. There. So total profit required, as you can see in the center column here, that means total of 320 million required from exploration in order to gain Elite rank. That's the goal. Question, as having a buddy doing these runs to get Elite, do you know the breakdown of how much per mission? I think it should be 1-to-1, like the money you make from the mission should go directly to the there we go. They should go directly to your to exploration rank. We are still quite far. We are still only the beginning of Trailblazer, but we are just beginning. These are the first missions we are doing where I picked up some missions specifically for the money payout and not for the rank, the reputation payout. So that means now we are beginning to get into the point where we are actually beginning to make money. And not just handing in for rep. There's still a few missions I'm handing in for rep because one of the factions are still not allied. But one of them is like friendly with like a sliver, like that much to go before we're allied. So I didn't actually check if we got any missions for them, but just handing in 1-2 missions from them should push us over the limit and get us into allied with them. So we're just gonna go for money with them now and just let it the passive rep income. Pushes the rest of the way there. It's mostly the Anarchy factions, as it always is. The Anarchy factions is often the most difficult one to get allied with, just because they don't always offer as many missions. I did get like, I think half my cabins, 4 of them, I think, is giving me rep missions for the cartel, for the Anarchy faction. So there's a good chance we're gonna be getting some good rep increases here. Go mines. Go mines. Fly yourself. Oh, I need to there we go. Auto throttle. There we go. Been playing Elite since it was on the preview program. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Oh, did my Twitch chat just restart? What the hell happened there, Twitch? Is the hyperspace dethrottle part of the supercruise assist function? No, I think it's actually a setting somewhere. Frontier added it like years ago. I can't remember. I said it years ago. It's this. I think this is. Don't quote me. I think it's a setting somewhere that just dethrottles your ship when you come out of jump, so you don't just crash directly into the star as you used to do in the olden days. Yeah, is it somewhere in the right panel? It probably is. See if we can find it. There we go. There it is. Hyperspace dethrottle. Supercruise assist auto throttle. Okay, but you do need supercruise assist. Okay, you apparently do need supercruise assist for this to work. But yeah. Are we coming in on the wrong side of the rings here? Okay, you need to have the Super Cruise Assist. Okay. So you do need Super Cruise Assist in order to get the D-throttle, or D-throttle. Odyssey runs smooth on Steam Deck. I haven't actually tried it. I got a Steam Deck a few weeks ago. The only thing I've installed on it so far is Everspace. And when I installed it, I had played during the early access. I played like 9 hours or something like that. I think I'm up to 70 something hours now. I'm playing the absolute massive amount of Everspace. Trying to keep this family friendly here, but I've been playing a lot of Everspace. It's a good game. Docking request denied. Get off my landing pad. Someone trying to land on my landing pad? Yeah. There's the culprit. It's a crate. It's always a crate, isn't it? So is it worth getting them? I really like it. Talking Steam Decks here. Because the only downside with the Steam Deck is battery life is not amazing. Realistically, you are getting an hour and a half-ish, depending on like how hard you push it. But realistically, you are gonna get like an hour and a half out of it. And then you're out of battery, right? But you can plug it into the wall, charge it up while you're playing. So that's at least a thing. But just the handheld nature of it, I think it works really well. Just having so you can sit and play on the couch, you can sit and play in the bed, you can do like take it with you if you commute, stuff like that. Is I think it's a nice addition. I mean, an hour and a half should be enough for you to last through a commute. And I mean, then you can charge up when you're home, you can charge up when you are school, work, whatever. And then you can sit and play games. I've been using mine a lot already. Okay, let's go and let's hand in some passengers. So, depending on what faction we're handing in for, we need to remember the hand-in option. So here we see we are handing in for the Rubico Cartel, so we're going to take that 5 rep influence there. And that pushes us into friendly. Nice. This one is also for the cartel, so we're going to go for rep for those as well. You can see the difference there. 18,000 for rep hand-in, 2 million for credit hand-in. And that pushes us halfway into friendly, pretty much. We have another one for the cartel, also just only 3 pips this time. And same here, rep hand-in. This is also the cartel, so another rep hand-in. Look at that, we're almost done with friendly. This is good. Is this also for the cartel? All of the missions were apparently for the cartel. Okay, now we have for Sirius Corp. And this is where we don't really care about the rep, because we're already allied, so we're gonna hand in for money. Same thing here. Grab the money. Okay, well, look at that. We are allied, almost allied. Almost allied. Just a few more missions for those 2 guys and we should be good. Before we do that though, let's just quickly check if they have any donation missions. Donation missions are always for the, apparently always for the controlling faction, so no, nothing there. Okay. Let's go pick up more passengers. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna go for rep. check if there's any rep missions to Sirius. So there's a 4 pip that should push us into Allied. So let's take that. Pick cabins. Oh, we could put that in the small cabin. That's perfect. 4 pips in the small cabin. I'll take it. Alright, let's check for CDE. Any serious... Oh, we had a 5 pip there. That should also be perfect. And we can put that in one of the smaller economy cabins. Great. So now we have the 2 rep missions that we need to get the last bit of reputation. So now we can just go for credits. So now we're just going to see what pays the most money. We had a 3.6 million there. Take that. I saw a 2.9 there. And there was... What else do we have? We have a 1.4. That's the next. Oh, we can put that up there in the 8 economy. Nice. And there was a 1.1. And next one is that one. I like to just take them in order of how much they pay. And these 2 pay the same. They're actually for the 2 factions that we are. So let's just pick either, I guess. And we're done. We are now full. You can see there are still some missions down here that we do not get. Simply because we're not fully allied with them. So we even have missions that we're not getting access to yet. So it's going to be even better after this run. But we have another full ship. So let's go ahead. Let's launch the settle destination and we should be good. You picked up a long-range passenger. Did I pick up a long-range passenger missions by mistake?
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Oh, I did. Well, that's unfortunate. They're not going to make their destination. They're going to be shipped out the airlock.
Gear retracted.
Okay. That's probably that one. Oh, that's one of the rep missions. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. Sorry, guys. This is gonna give us a rep hit, though.
Incoming mission critical message. Frameshift drive charging.
Nope. So he says, Commander, since you're not going to take me where I want to go, please drop me off at the nearest station. Sorry, dude, you're getting a free trip to Sirius Atmospheric. Let me show you our newest cabin features, the airlock. No, it's like, hey, have you heard? We have this new trendy bar called the airlock. You should just go for the signs, and when you're inside, you press the big red button, and then it will let you on inside. Simple as that. Serious non-atmospheric. Yeah.
Drive charging.
It's bigger on the inside, yeah. It's surprisingly spacious. Elite Gallery has a funny picture. What's in the Elite Gallery? Hold on. Let me just get this thing set to Super Cruise. Align with target destination. Let me just show you guys. This is actually quite funny. It's a crashed fighter. It's one of those you find around the surfaces. And then it says "Fly like Howard." Can we get it bigger? That would be a nice forum banner, like for a forum profile or something like that. Come on, Discord. Don't be like that. The airlock, guaranteed to get the best views in the galaxy. Yeah, unobstructed view. 360-degree unobstructed view of the galaxy around you. Yeah, you're right, Stuart. The atmosphere can feel a little thin in the new the new airlock bar. That's true. No atmosphere, but a stellar view. Mark. the airlock. It'll take your breath away. The airlock, the last bar you will ever visit. Who's coming up with the dad jokes? It's over on the YouTube side. We have people having fun in chat. You'll scream with delight, although no one will hear you. Does this stream have a light goal? No, we're not. I'm not running light goals here doing the 100k events, simply because I'm already giving away a lot of free stuff. So if I'm both giving away and also doing like discount promotions, it's gonna be an expensive 2 weeks. Durius says, "Hey, we can have fun too. Go ahead." I would love to see more the airlock bar. Now I really wish that we could name our bars on the fleet carriers, like custom name them, and just call on the North Star, just call the bar the airlock. If nothing else, that's gonna be what it's called from now on. It'll, for now on, the bar on the D3 North Star will be known as the airlock. Would be funny if you could get criminal status for throwing passenger missions and people out the airlock. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think, like, game-wise, they don't actually get thrown out. I think they just disembark the next time you dock. And we can't actually throw them out the airlock, even though I would actually love to. Because some of these passengers, to be honest, some of them deserve it. Would donating cash across the station in Seoul work for getting ranks faster for Feds? If you donate to Fed factions, yes. Would you mind pointing me to your ship build again? I can't find it on the commander's toolbox. I don't think this build is necessarily on the commander's toolbox. Pretty sure it isn't, because this one is just almost no engineering on it. I think we have a pre-engineered frameshift drive, that's it.
Fuel scope disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
The airlock experience. The floating sensation you will never remember. Yeah.
Disengaged.
Is it possible to have a way to have a medium ship who can collect materials in rest sites? Maybe medium ones without engineering, because it's a pain relocking over and over. I don't know. So you want a ship to go into rest sites and kill ships to collect materials? Sure. There are lots of good medium combat ships. Crate is the first one that springs to mind. Yeah, the stupid side missions the passengers give you. So the passengers will sometimes ask you to like, hey, I know you're in this, like, I know we're on this bus, but can we go to this war zone and shoot this guy? Because I really want to take all these passengers into a war zone in the bus. Shieldless, no armor, no weapons, just it's just a bus. FDL Combat for Life. FDL 2, yeah. Yeah, and also, hey, we really like this trip. We would like 2 metric tons of wine, please. Okay. I think that might be a little much, but okay. Yeah, the one that plans was like, I want a new dishwasher. Like, okay, Karen, take it easy. We're just gonna go and watch the pretty planet. Any advice for someone looking to get into engineering? I think I've collected enough materials to engineer 1 Condor worth, maybe. I would say take it 1 step at a time. Probably start with like stuff like your frameshift drives, and your power plant is probably also a good place to start, as it really opens up for adding a lot heavier equipment, and a lot of the other engineering is gonna take up more power. So starting with the frameshift drive for the convenience and the power plant just for the just to make it easier to fit all your just to make it easier to fit all the other modules, so you don't end up engineering something, it increases the power requirement, all of a sudden your build doesn't work anymore because you don't have the power to run it. So I would also say power plant is a good place to start as well.
Landing gear deployed.
Gary says, nearly forgot. Big thank you for the little email message after I got a t-shirt and a mug. It made my day. You're very welcome. So, type 6 this time. Yeah, it's a really nice feature. I can't remember. I think it was like almost a year ago, maybe less, but less than a year ago. I swapped over to a new store for my merchandise, and the company that like hosts the whole platform and handles all order transaction, all that stuff. They have this feature where whenever somebody buys the merchandise, I get a like notification on my phone, and then I can record a little thank you message. And I've really been enjoying that because it's when people order it, it's next to impossible for me to figure out who it is, and outright, I mean, I could see the email that they used in the order, but it's easier just to record a quick message and just get sent directly to them. I think it's a super neat system. I really enjoyed it, and I think it also adds a lot for the people. That when you guys go and buy, that I have the chance to actually go and say thank you to you guys for buying merchandise. Okay, did we get those annoyed passengers off? We should have an empty cabin. Yeah, we have an empty cabin there. It's a business class cabin. Okay, let's go and let's hand in the remaining passengers. Alright, let's see what we got here. These guys, we're gonna hand in for rep. No, you know what? Let's just hand in for money. We are so close.
Incoming message. Incoming message.
That should be 2 times allied right there. We just check. Yeah. We're now an ally. We're now an ally. Nice. So we are now allied with all the factions. So now we should have access to some more fun missions. It pays more money. So we're gonna go here for choices, and we're gonna go for credits options. Look at that. We also have a lot more missions to choose from now that we are allied. Look at all those missions going here to Sirius Atmospheric. That is a lot. Okay, let's just see what we have. Anything up, anything above 2 million, I think is a good place to start. So if we find anything that's anything above 3 million, is a good place to start here in the first pass. So let's just pick up all these 3+ million missions that we could find. There's one there, Sirius Atmospheric. Oh, look at that. That's a 5 million mission there. Oh, yes, please. And a 4 million mission there, and a 3.7 there. Oh, and a 4 point... Oh, that's another type. There's a 4 million mission there, picking that too. And I saw one that was like 3 something, 3.7. Okay, what else do we have? We have a 2 and a 2. Yeah, so let's go for those 2. And then we have 1.1. And another 1 million. This is gonna be this should be a good run. Where are we at rank-wise? We're not that far in Trailblazer as I thought we would be. Thought we would be a lot further. How much do we need for Trailblazer again? For Pathfinder, 10 million. Okay, so we are absolutely 100% gonna make Pathfinder after this one. Because that should be a total of 10 million. I would think we already reached that, but okay. Yeah, so that's weird. Look at that. We started out with 114, and we've made... Are these numbers not accurate anymore? Because we started with 114 and we're at 130 now, means we made like 16 million. And according to this, we need 10 to make it to Pathfinder. Not all missions give rank, but they should all give. Well, okay, I don't know. That sounds like a bug to me.
Incoming mission critical message.
So we click launch, and the first thing the Karen does is request something.
Ship released.
Okay,
Landing gear retracted.
what do you want? Let's look at it when we get to Super Cruise. Locate goods, consumer technology. We're not gonna respond to it. If you say no to them while you are in transit, you just ignore them, because if you say no, they might get angry at you. So just ignore it, and then you should be good. Yeah, something doesn't add up. Either those numbers here are not accurate anymore. Or the message doesn't give us much, or they have some kind of like diminishing factor on them, so that they don't give a full, give the full amount towards exploration to prevent people from just doing this in an afternoon. Yeah, she wants a new iPad. Yeah, Karen wants a new iPad. And Howard is a wise man, so he's just gonna ignore her. They are accurate. Okay. So it's just that some missions doesn't give any rank. Okay, let's just try to handle the missions one at a time and see if we can spot which one gives rank and which one doesn't. Well, you made me reinstall the game after 68 weeks of not having it installed. Sadly, that means my fleet carrier is gone. Aww. RIP fleet carrier.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Oh, Soro Computers, thanks a lot for the super chat. Trade gold and you'll be trade elite soon. True. But now we kind of set ourselves, like, before I managed to get a trade ship and get all that going, we already set ourselves up for passenger runs, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. No more voiceover. No, I decided to remove the voiceover because it was kind of weird that the voiceover was reading the messages and then I was kind of reading the message as well afterwards. I felt that it was a little weird. I think it works better that I would rather that I read out the message, that the merch message, or merch message, the super chats and the donation messages that people send in. It just works more naturally, I think. I think, like, if people send messages with when they buy merchandise, or if they do it through tip.d2a.com, through the Stream Elements tip site, then it still reads it out, because at that point I can't see the message when it disappears off screen. So there I think it still reads it out. But for super chats, I would rather read the messages out loud myself than have a bot or a synthetic voice do it. Yeah, we could also go explore with it, and that would also be a good way to do it. The question also kind of stands. I've been thinking about it here before the stream. Was sitting and thinking, like, what to do with this character after, like, when I'm done with this today. That kind of like ends the Zero to Hero part, at least the planned part of the Zero to Hero thing, as it was just meant to be a thing to do here during the celebration event. So the question kind of stands: what to do next, right? What to do with this character afterwards? Should I do something else with it? Should I keep playing it? Like, I don't know. I mean, I already have 2 other characters. Continue the series. Become a criminal. Make it a PvP character. But I already have, so I don't want to make it into an exploration character. I know I'm doing exploration elite. Oh, hey Minor. I know I'm doing exploration with it now, but like bubble exploration. But I already have a dedicated exploration character. A Thargoid Hunter. Yeah, there's a lot of people that really want to see some Thargoid content, seems. Make him CQC. Yeah. Make it for CQC Elite. CQC would be interesting. Yeah, maybe CQC, I don't know. Then we should probably begin to actually host CQC nights where... Because it can be difficult to actually get us a fight going in CQC. But I think if we hosted it as like an event where we said, hey, tonight we're doing CQC, come fight me. Then we might actually be able to get some cues. Sim with Dawn says, congratulations on 100k Astro, great channel. Thank you very much. Could do a hardcore version of Elite Dangerous. If you die, you reset your save. Yeah, that could actually be fun. Like, basically reset him back to 0 and just play until you die. And if you die, you reset again.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, like a permadeath mode. Yeah, hardcore open play only. That's gonna be... Because that's just asking people to come and stream snipe you, isn't it? Tried CQC, the minute it looked like I was winning, the opponent quit. Oh, that's combat logging. Set or 2. Yeah, so I don't wanna run with a delay. I mean, I know that would make sense in that situation. But the moment I run with like a 2-minute delay on the stream, first of all, I can't say where I'm going. If I say, hey, I'm heading here, even though I have a 2-minute delay. Oh!
Barnacle78 purchased 100k mug. Really enjoying the streams. Congrats on 100k.
Barnacle, thanks a lot. Hope you're gonna enjoy your mug. And yeah, and thank you for the congratulations. Yeah, I mean, a problem with open play only is, yeah, again, as soon as we head into like, yeah, as soon as we get to Farseer, we're just gonna be, it would have to be a PvP character, right? That's a lot of mocks. Yeah. Open would be fun though. But it really does just opens up for stream sniping. I'm pretty sure that we would, like, people would go out of their way to just try and ruin a playthrough like that. So even if you'd, I mean, the only way I could make it authentic and be the actual how does it feel to play permadeath open only would be if it wasn't live streamed, but it was pre-recorded videos. Because by doing it with pre-recorded videos, I can prevent people going specifically and trying to stream snipe. that makes sense. Because if you do it during a live stream, you're not gonna get how it would actually be for anyone else to go and do it who's not live streaming it. We could make a private group for it. Sure. Yeah, we could do it like the thing in between could be like a yeah, like a premiere thing where you let's see if we can get a landing pad this time.
Docking request granted.
Yes! Yeah, you could do a premiere so people still have the chat functionality, can still sit in chat. I won't be able to respond, obviously, as it would be pre-recorded. Yeah, we could do it in the private group. There would be like a middle ground. I'm just gonna sit right here when I'm trying to dock and overshoot, apparently.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Yeah, I could, but then I need to be in chat and respond as well. Yeah. Okay, let's just see here. So right now we are at the end of the L in Explorer rank, just above the tip of the A in Trailblazer. So what happens if we hand in a mission? So here we are handing in for not the controlling faction. And that did give us rank. Now we got to the I in Trailblazer. And here we are handing in for the controlling faction. That did also give us rank. Again for Sirius Corp. Again, more rank increased. Yeah, we are getting ranks with every mission. Just not as much as I would expect. Where are we at? Hold on. Middle of the set. That one didn't go. They gave us very little at least. So we handed in like 24 million worth, but we only got half a rank. So it seems like maybe you only get like a quarter of what you're supposed to, because this rank was supposed to be 10 million, and we handed in like, yeah, it seems like you only get like a quarter, and that means we need 12, 13, 1.3 billion, something like that, to actually read Elite, which is a lot. Alright, picking up more missions. 3.3. It's good to me. Where's all the high-paying missions at? I'll see, there it is, but that's not where we want to go. I really wish you could sort these by payout. I saw a few 3 million somethings up there. Or 2.8. $2.3. Is that some of the best we have? We have a 2.4. No, if you do bulk passenger missions, they go into trade. 2.7. But VIP passenger missions go into exploration. 2.6. 1.7. 2.1. There we go. Cabins are full. Does anyone ever take the 34,000 light year tours? No, I don't think. That was a thing at a while, like years ago. Many years ago. Maybe like, I don't know. Let's say 3 years ago, something like that. Where you could take these extreme long-range missions, and then you would just jump around random systems around the area you picked them up. And then eventually, the passengers would, just like all these passengers, is always like, now I want wine, now I want consumer electronics. The passengers of these extreme long-range missions would change their mind and say, hey, I want to go someplace else. That would then often be like 2 jumps away, like a few light years away. So sometimes you could take these extreme length missions, and you could go and you can just go and just wait for them to change their mind, then go to their alternate destination, and then hand it in. And you could get this like 50 million for going 2 jumps. So yeah. Do you remember when Void Opals sold for 1 million? Yeah, 1.1 million for Void Opals. I remember the days. But I'm pretty sure that has been fixed now, so you can't do the wait for passengers to change their mind trick any longer. And Mike is back. Hello. Yeah, rip Boran. Oh god, miss Boran. And Boran wasn't even Void Opals. Boran was low temperature diamonds. Boran was amazing, but stupidly broken, but amazing. I've done some long range missions before. Good way to get some extra cash if you're already planning on going out. Yeah, if you're going out that way anyway, yeah. Calm is like, you're handsome. And I just remember these evenings because the thing is with laser mining, that I don't think a lot of people realize is if you have two ships in the same instance in a ring, what you can do is you can, if you, let's say you get I don't know, let's say 40 fragments out of it, right? If you mine it alone, then if you're two people, you can both get 40 fragments out of it, right? So you get, so player A gets his 40 fragments, but then player 2 can come up to the rock after it's been depleted by player A, and he can mine it as well, and also get 40 fragments. So the fragments are allocated per player and not as part of the instance. And that meant that when we were doing the Boran days, when we could mine the low temperature diamonds there, we would just have a mining map, and you would just have one that was leading the wing, that was in charge of running the map, which run from the specific rock to the next specific rock, and it would just be like high percentage low temperature diamonds over and over again. And all the other ships would just follow along, and when the lead ship says mine this rock, everybody else must be like, okay, and then mine the rock. Everybody scoops up, and if some people manage to get ahead on cargo, the other ships would just stay for one more or two more rocks, because even though their cargo was full, the ship that still has room in their cargo would just all of a sudden get 4 times the material, because they could still mine it. You just mine the rock and they would get 4 times the material out of it. And that meant you could just fill that one ship up in like no time at all. "100 commanders forgot to hit like." Oops. I love the Boran days. It was great. Yeah, the Burp is still doing mapped wing map. Yeah, you can still do map minings with like, yeah, platinum or any of the other like high value rocks if you really want to go and make some mining. Yeah, I know I have illegal passages. It's fine. Oh, come on. Do I really have to take this over? Gotta take over here. It's okay. We know we have illegal passages. We're fine. We're gonna be in and out before anybody notices us.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, the big station can be an issue with illegal passengers, but as long as we're going to Robico Mines, we're fine. Somebody asked what Frontier is going to show. I haven't even seen. What have they said they want to show something? Have I missed that? Phil, thanks a lot for the super chat. You collided with a streamer once by accident. Yeah, I can imagine. If people get a little too excited to get their ship in frame, and then suddenly you get run over. There we go. But yeah, thanks a lot, Phil, for the super chat. It's not Astro's job to know his passengers' business. As long as they pay, yeah, exactly. Stream announcers: join Arthur, Sally, and a special developer guest for this week's installment of Frameshift Live for a chat about Thargoids and maybe a peek at what's loom on the horizon with update 15. Okay. I don't know what that could be. I mean, it would be very unlike Frontier to go and... I mean, let's say they're planning to add on-foot Thargoids. They're not going to show us. Frontier, they love to... They really love to do these, like... to just keep everything secret until the last minute and make sure everybody... Then they want to see that player reaction. They're really fishing for that, like, blowing the community, like, oh my god, we didn't see this coming. Klex says, congratulations on the 100k. Will look great on the wall. It will, right? There's room for it right there. It should be awesome when it arrives. I haven't got the shipping information yet, but it should be here soon. Thanks a lot for the super chat, Klex. No, so they really like to go for that, like, trying to blow people's mind with something that we just didn't see coming at all, and all of us, like, I think they're still aspiring to what happened when Thargoids were first introduced into Elite Dangerous, where nobody's seen this coming, there's been no talk about it, just all of a sudden people got hyper-addicted. And everybody was just losing their mind, and it was great. And they've been chasing that same, like, experience, I think, again and again by adding some things. And that's why Frontier's never going to like, just to say, hey, we are adding on-foot Thargoids. Okay. What they might do is they could, like, go and say, hey, we're adding a new module. Oh, okay, and then... Because a sneak peek doesn't have to be visual. So they could be, they say, hey, we're adding this new module that's coming in the future, or something like that. I don't think... New ship? Nah, I doubt it. They say they're gonna talk about the Thargoids, so it's likely something to do with the Thargoid War. So maybe they're adding, what do I know, a new game mode where you can maybe go and fight the Thargoids in a different setting or something like that. I don't know. But I don't think we're gonna see these massive, like, hey, we're adding on-foot Thargoids, because that's, I think that's gonna be something that they want to, if they tell us, it's gonna be something that's just gonna happen, and all of a sudden people are walking around a surface settlement and there's just Thargoids, without them telling us. So I don't think we're gonna see anything massive. I don't think it's gonna be some huge announcements about Update 15. Update 15 is likely gonna give us the tools that we need to go and explore the Maelstrom, the heart of the Maelstrom. So that's why I think it's gonna be some kind of module or something like that. I think that's most likely to be the case. But I don't know. I'm just guessing. Where are we at? We're getting close to the next rank here. Are we there yet? Nope. Now? Okay, surely. This one. There's the message. Promotion to Pathfinder. Anything needs to be updated? No, I think the laser and core mining thing is still good. Should be. I don't think there's been any, like, new modules, anything added. Yeah, exactly. We got to rank up to Pathfinder. So, the next one here is gonna be 3.5 times as long. So we did this one in about 2.5 runs. So 7, 8 to 9 runs, I think, in order to get to Ranger. So there's a bit of a way to go. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, we got a lot of those like 3-point something missions. Any of those juicy 4 to 5? Yeah, there's one there. And there's a 3.9. We'll go up to the top here again. There was a lot of missions up here. 3.6. 3.3. I think I saw a 3.5 down here. Yeah, there's one. And a 3.3. Just pick that. Then we have 2.3 in the 8, and we have a single. We gotta be running with an empty cabin this time. There we go. Okay, we are full on passengers. Let's go. We're making some good money here. Passenger missions is way faster than Road to Riches. Like, Road to Riches is gonna yield to like 15 millions per hour. So even with the diminished or the not full rank factor that Frontiers put on these missions, it's still gonna be faster. So yeah, Road to Riches is good because you can do it in basically a start a Sidewinder. But the mission, the credits per hour, no. So you can do that, like, so if Road to Riches gives you 15 mil per hour, which I think is a pretty realistic amount of money, let's say that you have a 25% factor on these missions, so you only get a quarter of what you should towards your rank. And if you're just looking for rank, then Road to Riches is then 15 times 4 equivalent in missions, which would be 60 million. So Road to Riches is equivalent to 60 million per hour in Robico missions, but Robico missions can yield you anywhere from 80 to 100. So I would definitely say that it is faster. Okay, what do these guys want now? Okay, it's just that beacon data. Okay. Slightly less repetitive though. That's true. How much are we on so far? Rank-wise, we just made it into Pathfinder. Money-wise, we started the stream at 114 million. So we made 50-something million. I think, in hindsight, if you just wanted to go for Explorer rank quickly, it would probably be better to just build a I would probably just go and instead of going all the way for Python, just build. I get the. Oh, that won't fit. Maybe a DBX, like a DBX. Yeah, I would probably actually go with a DBX with the pre-engineered frameshift drive, and then just go and get and just go actually exploring. Because if you're doing that effectively and you know how to set your filters, and you don't spend too much time on like planet surfaces, and just go out and you look for stars that has a high value, I'm pretty sure you can make that exploration rank quicker because you spend less time grinding up for the Python also. So just go for the DBX, just do on-foot missions, go for the DBX, get the pre-engineered ones, and then go explore after that. Then I think it would be the fastest way to Exploration Elite. Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, I would like to have another ship, but we need something with that accepts a size 5 FSD, because that's the easiest one to get. Goal for today is just to make as much money and as much exploration rank on this character as we can. Yeah, that's true. The Robico runs is good for that as well. Yeah, I might go for something with less range. This range is actually not that important if we're just going for rank, as we don't really care how far we jump. We care more about that we get to the right types of planets. So maybe actually a dolphin would be okay. But then again, we can't... I just really want to avoid having to go and unlock Farseer. That's my whole point here.
Mission objective complete. Frameshift drive charging.
No, Farseer, we talked about it in the 10-hour live stream. Farseer is not the 5K. Farseer is scout rank.
Fuel scoping.
I should probably remember to also restock fuel when I dock. That might help.
Charging.
I was just thinking, can you use Apex to unlock Farseer? I think, I haven't actually tested it, but I think you need to make the jump, the last jump yourself for it to work. At least you can't use fleet carriers. We discussed that during the Colonia trip. People were discussing whether they could get those 5,000 light years, but jumping with a fleet carrier out beyond the 5,000 light years doesn't give you the unlock. You need to do one jump out there. So you can take the fleet carrier out to 5,000, then do one jump yourself, jump back to the fleet carrier, and you unlocked it. So you don't have to travel the entire distance. You just need to jump from one system to another that is further away from your start system than the 5,000. Are there any other Colonia trips planned? No, not at this point in time. And you can unlock him with unclassified relic. Yes, you can also just get but getting an unclassified relic is also quite a bit of work. It's probably faster to go 5,000 and then like self-destruct. So I would probably not go with that option. Next run should push us over 200 million. Wonder how much we're gonna be able to make today. I'm thinking like 250 to 300 million should definitely be possible. Probably more. 250 to 300 million sounds reasonable. So let's say we make another 100. So another 25. 25. It's gonna be tight whether we're gonna make it to Ranger. Yeah, we could set up bookmarks. What's the cargo capacity of the Python? This one, none. I don't have any cargo racks in it. How much fuel do we need to send a fleet carrier one jump? That depends on how much cargo you have on board.
Docking request granted.
And also how far you're jumping. But I think a full range jump is around 100 tritium.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, okay, so there are some people that will sell unclassified relics, but you will have to find a fleet carrier that sells it. That could be a way to go. Try to find an unclassified relic for sale.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Okay, let's make some money. Are we making progress here? That is slow. But we are. That's a lot of trips we need to make in order to get this rank. Okay, so Dunkel is accepting, so if you want to join, we have 2 squadrons in game, if you don't know. We have the down-to-earth Astronomy squadron, that we can see here. And we also have a Terra X AstroCorp squadron. The Terra X squadron is our BTS faction that does background simulation stuff. The down-to-earth Astronomy one is just for everybody who wants to be part of it and doesn't necessarily have anything to do with BTS. They can join that one. Dunkel will be accepting applications into the D2EA squadron at 23:30 today. That will be in like an hour. So if you want to join that squadron, you have an hour. You can go and apply in game. Credits. Credits, credits, credits. Okay, there's a 3.3 there. 3.2. 3.8. Two of them here is 3.8. That's pretty good. Let's take those. I'm sure there was another one. It's there. $3 million. Oh, 3.2. Another one there for 3.2. Oh, there's a 3.3 there. Let's pick that up instead. And a 2.3. Oh, this is not... I think this is gonna run with 2 empty cabins. No, okay, hold on. We can actually get that into one of those cabins. Nice. Okay. We're full. What do we make in money? We made 22 million that run. No, I am in a squadron in this one. I joined last time, remember? But what you do is you go in and you search in squadron section. You search for D2EA. Boom. Down to the Astronomy squadron. And in here you can click apply. I'm already a member, so... But that's how you find it.
Cannot comply.
Oh, landing gear.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it to Pathfinder.
Frameshift drive charging.
I've submitted my application. Must I sit in unnecessary meetings? There must have been an email. We have no meetings at all, and there will be no emails either. But you're welcome to come by Discord if you want to. It's on discord.d2a.com.
Incoming mission critical message.
Imino says, I'm waiting for Stream Elements to give me... I think you just go to... What is the... merch.d2a.com. Then you go to D2A store. Then you also do exclamation mark merch. You might make trade elite. I don't think we're getting trade rank. No, we're still penniless in trade. The problem with trade as money making, if you notice, I've never done any dedicated trade guides, and the problem with it is it's not scalable, right? Like right now, it's maybe good to go out and and do, let's say, gold or whatever you want to go and trade, and it's really good. Now imagine if there were suddenly thousands of commanders doing that, all fighting over the same markets. It's gonna be run dry really, really quickly. So that's the problem with trade, is it is impossible to make it scalable up to a community-wide level. So the moment I would go out and make a trade video and say, hey, if you want to make money trading, go here, go through an hour, find gold, move it from here to there, and you make money. The moment I do that, the video is basically useless, because then you have the first, let's say, 100 people that goes in and does that to make a bunch of money, and then the market is dry, and then the people that comes in 2 hours after the video is released gonna be like, "Murr, it's not working. There's no gold for sale." That's why I've never done money guides on trade, simply because it does not scale. Stuff like missions, that scales. Mining scales, because you could argue with core mining, but I would still say there are so many places you can go and do core mining that effectively, yes, there should be enough core deposits for everybody. But missions and mining really scales well. Exploration also scales, as you can, if you not go for the first discover bonus, but you're running something like Billionaires Boulevard, then everybody can do it and you're not affected by how many other players are running it. But that's something I always try to consider when I'm making money guides, is does this work if 1,000 commanders go in and does it at the same time? Because if it doesn't, it's not going to be a very well received guide. How many? I don't know. I think I must have been doing 3 total runs. I think this is the 4th one. Does that make sense? Sea Softness Federation grind. No, so the Sea Softness I think is data missions. That's not passenger missions. Yeah, exactly, Bad Batch. It's like, I like that people are shilling out like 3+ million for like 5 seconds at the destination. Barely enough time to make a selfie before they're back in Super Cruise.
Mission objective complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Yes, I know ADTB has shut down. It's really sad. Is there anything new on EDDB? Like, is it still just it's shutting down message, or did he actually add something else? No. It's just the same message as before.
Fuel scoping. Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, it is really a shame with EDDB. And it is a slippery slope, right? Because we saw not long after Odyssey's launch, there was a week when we had like 2 or 3, I can't remember which one it was, but there was like 2 or 3 relatively large communities that just said nope, and threw in the towel and stopped and closed. Now we have EDDB closing, which is a massive blow to the community as well. It's not a good look, right? When you have tools and communities that's been running for a very long time that suddenly just decide to throw in a towel without new ones taking its place. I I know we still have Inara and other tools that kind of does the same thing as EDB did. But it was still a great tool, and it still, it doesn't look good, to say. Why did he shut it down? I think the official message said something along the lines of... he talks a lot about like what to do now, and he doesn't know what to do. Yada yada. Something along the lines of... See if I can find it again. Okay, well, let's just go for it here. Goes into more about his motivation. Installation information. Yeah, he talks like a lot of the historical stuff. The reason why I quit EDB is complex, and my personal development plays a main role here, but Frontier Development is not entirely innocent in this. I know that other game developers show their third-party communities, shower their third-party communities with support. Unfortunately, I often felt the contrary with Elite Dangerous. Yeah, right. Distance World was one of them. One of the things that shut down was that they stopped doing Distance World, right? Our group is saying they will have an EDP replacement online in a few months, they hope. That would be nice to see a new community or a new third-party site opens up. I think the last time we saw a new third-party tool, a major third-party tool, was the Elite Dangerous Odyssey Material Helper. I think that's the last time we saw anything on that scale being added from the community site. Yeah, they've added some tools too, but that site has existed for a very long time. Oh, there we go.
Imaner76 purchased 100k embroidered patch and 2 other items. As I've been here since almost day 1, I'm getting myself some very nice 100k merch.
Thank you.
It's been a blast, my friend. Here's to the next 100k.
There we go. Thank you, Imaner. Really hope you're gonna enjoy that. Awesome. Commander's Toolbox is okay too. Well, yeah. Thank you, Imaner. Hope you're gonna enjoy it. Yeah, right. But Commander's Toolbox existed even before Odyssey. Hello, guys over on Twitch. Okay, time to hand in for cash. Cash. Oh. A little bit too fast there. So now we've made 100 million today. How long have I been streaming for? Now in 50 minutes, and we were chit-chatting a bit in the beginning. It's not too bad. Let's do more. And the first run we didn't make that much money because we were still ranking up. Okay, oh, there we go. Oh, I thought we had a 4.2, but we had a 4.1. Almost as good, that will do. 4.8. Now we're talking. $3.8 and $3.9. Where was that 3.8? There. Let me see. We have 3 million. 3.2. I think 3.2 is the highest paying one we can put at that cabin. See what we got for the rest here. Okay, we have a lot. Oh, there's a 3 million there. Don't mind if I do. $1.3 in a small cabin.
Incoming mission critical message.
Yeah, what do you want? Mission critical message. Hey, we're full. Locate goods, consumer technology. Nope.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Cannot comply.
Oh, landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
How many cabins do you have in your ship and what classes are they? I would like to copy your build and run some passenger missions. So the class 6 slots are business class cabins. So basically in every slot you put the cabin with is it 16? Is it 8 or 16? Can't remember. Can't see it here. Yeah, so you put the one that has 16 slots in them. That is the highest quality. So that means for the size 6 slots, you put business cabins in. For the size 5 slots, you put economy. And all the other slots, you just put economy in, because they have the most passenger slots. And then, after that, you might have like a size 1 or 2 slots left. And you could put stuff like Super Cruise Assist, and I think I put a size 2 fuel scoop in there as well. Just because the Super Cruise Assist makes this a little bit easier. So I think the 2 lowest slot for me was the size 1 slot was a Super Cruise Assist, and then I think the next one is a size 2, which has a fuel scoop in it, just because, why not? And the rest of the cabins up to and including 5 is economy, and the class 6 slots were business class cabins. And from there on, it's just about making sure that you're... Whoops, let's just set this into cruise mode, hold on. The only other thing you need to do is to try and lightweight some of your core internals. There we go. Basically, the only thing you need to worry about is that your jump range is above, I think it's like 30... I'll just check it here. Yeah, here now. So you can see the jump out to back to Robigo. Robigo is... Yeah, 39. So you need 59. So you need 30 light years of jump range as a bare minimum, so that you can make the jump from Sothis to Robigo in 2 jumps. Going for 60 light year jump range is probably not feasible. So I would just say go for 30, as it's relatively easy. The way I did it, you can see here, is like I derated like my thrusters and my power distributor. Life support is derated, sensors is derated, but not engineered. The only thing here that is engineered is my frameshift drive, which is a pre-engineered FSD. And I didn't even need the pre-engineered one. As you can see here, I have 34, which is way more than I needed, so I could have made do with just a with just a normal engineered one if you have that around as well. Shield is built. Yeah, there's no reason to have shields. We don't need shields. Haven't played Elite Dangerous for a while. Why should I jump in again? If you like Thargoid combat, there's a lot going on with that. We have a whole, like, Thargoid war going on. You can see there, all those systems there. It's just Thargoids slowly invading the bubble. So, if you want to do that, you can go and help with that. Or you can... Apparently also down here. Interesting. That's pretty much the thing that's happening in Elite right now is the Thargoid war. If you're not into Thargoid combat, there's not a whole lot of new stuff to do, really. Calvin says, for how long do you... Okay, so if you were a passenger, right, and you're gonna go out and say, oh, I want to go and visit this beautiful Earth-like world. Look how pretty it is. I would kind of like to just sit for like 5 minutes in my cabin, overlooking the planet, and enjoy a drink at the airlock bar before being shipped back to where I came from. Just enough for a drink and a snack, something like that, before we're shipped out. Just like 5 seconds, get your pictures. Now, guys. We're already jumping. FSD is charging. Let's go, people. Hey, Hawks, how are you doing? I already replied to that, Dunkel. It's that gravity well again. Hold on. Got a manual to take over. Do the last approach. Oh, if it's that long ago since you played, there's also on foot stuff now. Like if you haven't played Odyssey, you can now go out on foot and you can get weapons and suits. You can engineer those. A lot of people seem to like that. It's quite enjoyable and a decent money maker too. Okay, everybody get your pictures. We are leaving. I also said if they want to stay longer, they're free to exit the ship. Exactly. If you want to stay longer, just go to the airlock bar, and that will allow you to stay for the rest of your life. Niels says, I've been on tours on a holiday that stopped the place for only a few seconds. Okay, so just like, snap your pictures, let's move on. How did you get a pre-engineered FSD? I collected the materials and headed to a human tech broker. I handed over materials, unlocked it, and then I paid money for it. In-game money, I should say. Yeah, I think everybody in chat is like, oh my god, I remember the Robico mines. Everybody's been having like, it's like every elite commander has to go and do Robico runs at some point in their elite career. Everybody's done it. And it still works. I think Robico Mines has consistently been one of the most, like, it's just always, there's always been a moneymaker at Robico Mines. I remember way back before Horizon was launched, back in Vanilla Elite, one of the best money-making methods back then was you headed out to Robico Mines and you picked up, there were these missions for like slaves where you had to take Imperial slaves. Or was it Imperial slaves or just it must have been just normal slaves because with no Imperial factions here. You picked up slaves that needed to be transported from A to B or something like that, like illegal smuggle missions, right? And you would take the missions, you would abandon them, and you would just fly them into the bubble and sell. And you made like tons of money back then. And back then, like tons of money was maybe like 20, 30 millions per hour, which back then was outrageous. For those of you guys who've been in the game for a long time, do you remember Quince? The passenger missions in Quince, or the scanning surface beacon missions in Quince? That was the first moneymaker in Elite, where you could make around those 80 millions per hour. And I remember I did some videos on Quince back then on how it worked. Like, it did money guys on it, right? As I do. And there were some of the people that was furious. Like, there were really people that were angry, saying, this is broken, this is an exploit, you should not be able to make that much money per hour in Elite. 80 million, nobody should be able to make 80 millions per hour in this game. It's absolutely broken. Like, look at this today. If you're making 80 millions per hour today, it's like, yeah, it's okay. I mean, you can do that with combat. You can do that with killing Thargoids. You can do that with exploration. You can definitely do it with scanning plants. There's so many different methods. It's just been balanced around that 80 to 100 millions per hour. It seems to have just been when Frontier did the whole money rebalance some time ago. That was just what they were aiming for. 80 to 100 millions per hour for an in-game player that knows what they're doing. That's kind of what they were aiming for. That's just where it is. And I just remember back in the Quinn stage when everybody got angry, like, oh, you should not be able to make that much money. Like, and other people were just like, nah, look at this, cash flow. And then you had the forum dads that just lost it. Yeah, when the Anaconda was in-game, exactly. And then Boran happened. And people were making, I don't know, I can't remember, was it like 200-300 millions per hour or something? I can't remember how much we were making in Boran, but it was a lot of money in a really short amount of time. Okay, while we're handling emissions, I just want to remind you guys that there is currently a number of giveaways running over on the Discord server. So if you haven't headed over to Discord yet and signed up, you can go and do that. You can find the Discord server at discord.d3a.com. And after signing up, you will go to the 100k section, and there you can find both a giveaway running just during this live stream, where 5 lucky viewers is going to get themselves a t-shirt or a mug of their choice. And there's also giveaways that runs all the way until Sunday, where a number of lucky winners is going to get everything from tablets, from GameGlass, Glass Pass, so you can run GameGlass on your new tablet. There's going to be some HOTAS stuff. There's some ships for Star Citizen. There's game up for like, lots of cool stuff for grabs there. Go check it out, discord.d3a.com. Just hand in for money. Cash flow, please. Always the last one. Was it that much? I can't remember how much it was. It's so long ago now, but I just remember that the cash flow from Boran was just it was insane. People were making a lot of money. You could basically buy a fleet carrier in an evening if you wanted to. Okay, let's see what we have here. There's a 4 million mission there. That should be pretty good. Oh, thank you, Himmeler. Said that he got the 100k t-shirt, the badge. The t-shirt is just to be watched. That's the badge. Look at that. And the mug. Mug is here. Right, look at that. That's a good selection. And also gave a few coins for coffee. Thank you very much. The fight to keep people poor. Yeah. Uh, 3.3 should probably be decent. Oh, 4.1. Yes, please. Uh, 3.6, 3.8. Oof. Oh, okay, here we go. Now we're talking. Okay, what else do we have here? 2 million. 2.5, I think, is the best right now. Then we have that one. And that one. Okay, what are you guys complaining about? Oh, tip-off. Something is odd about this one. Who goes exploring in a ship with that kind of setup? Scan the wreck and bring the data back, and I'll reward your effort. The location is whatever. The precise location is that location. This message. Should we just check? See how far away it is? Just because? Tucane sector HH-U 3B0. Oh. Was it just... How was it again? Already forgot. I've done these tip-offs before. TU can't sector. Hold on. HHUB30. TU can a sector HH. Yeah, it's likely a trap. I tried something because we had no problems with that in a long time. So I disable it. Okay. That's fine. Let's see if it's okay. TU CAN AE sector HH-U space B30. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. No, thank you very much. Yeah, I just misspelled sector. Alright, you can have your tip off for yourself. How to dock on a station with illegal passengers and not be scanned. You either silent run in if you're at a larger station, or if you're docking at a shoebox station like this one, you just go in as there's no one's gonna scan you there. Yeah, it seems like YouTube, I think, did something, because it's been a very long time, knock on wood, it's been a very long time since we had any, like, these annoying spam bots come into chat. No, so usually these tip-offs is, it's like a crashed ship or something, and then there's a data cache, and you scan the data, and it's usually worth like 1 or 2 million or something like that. Any idea how to get weapon components faster? You need to open lockers in the security area of bases. So basically, get your grind on. I'm signed on for Discord. So have you gone? If you are on the Discord, you need to go to the Welcome Start Here channel. If you haven't done that, start in the Welcome Start Here channel. There's a message in there explaining how to sign up. Once you've done that, you need to find the 100k section is just below the voice channels. Firefighters says, has the Thargoid invaded the permit systems? Not yet, no. As far as we know, at least. Well, if they're permit locked and we can't go in there, then, well... anything good coming? I don't believe we have had any information about Update 15. We know Update 15 is a thing, but I don't think... Have Frontier said anything about what's in the update? I don't think they have. No, I don't think you can actually. No, I think that's basically they told us nothing. We know that update 15 is, but it's the end of May. But no information about what kind of content it is. Again, don't put your hopes up. Right? Remember that Elite is absolutely running on a skeleton crew right now. They're running with the bare minimums. So expect it to be lore and story stuff for the vast majority of it. If we get anything else, it's a nice addition, it's a nice surprise, but expect it to be lore and story stuff. Galnet articles. That's kind of the expectation level here. And fresh Arc Store items. Yeah, okay, so new paint, but that's hardly something they would announce as being part of an update. If they have to put new stuff in the Arc Store in part of the patch note, we kind of hit a new low for like, so they're really scraping the button to put stuff in. It's fair enough that they're releasing new stuff for the Arc Store. It's part of the way they monetize the game. Fair enough. But just don't make it a feature in a patch note. No, I don't think update 15. I don't think update 15 is going to be anything big. Or was update 15 the one where they said they would do the feature overhaul? But the big feature overhaul that they talked about when they did this roadmap that was not a roadmap, that Everybody called it a roadmap, but Frontier said it was not a roadmap. But I think when they did that, it may have been update 15 that was supposed to be this feature overhaul. But the feature overhaul, they have said they're gonna give us more information about it at the end of the year. So they're not gonna release it at the end of the year. They're gonna give us more information about it at the end of the year. That probably means we're looking at a release in Q1 of next year. So Q1 2024 would that be for the whatever feature overhaul they're working on. So we're not getting any massive feature overhauls in update 15.
Mission objective complete. Frameshift drive charging.
With Elite seemingly moving more and more to the back seat for Frontier, do I think they're secretly working on Elite 2? I actually think this is Elite 4, if I'm not mistaken. This is there's been all the old games, like, but I get what you mean, like Elite Dangerouser. I think that's been the working title for the community at least. I think if they are working... Okay, so I am pretty sure we are going to see... I'm pretty sure we're going to see a... Elite Deadly. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see another game in this franchise. I don't think Elite Dangerous is gonna be the last game in the Elite series of games. Yes, Elite Dangerouser. I know that's not grammatically correct, but you get my point. I think we are gonna see a new Elite game coming at some point. Whether Frontier is working on it, or not, I really don't know. Personally, I think if we're gonna see something like that, because if you've been looking at the way that Frontier has done announcements just for the game, it's always been they've gone up to a point where, like, so they make a roadmap, they get to the end of the roadmap, and then you hear nothing for a period, where it's just this dead period where nothing happens, and then they announce something new, a new patch or a new series of patches, and then you gotta run through that period, and then you reach the end of that period. So I think update 15 is the last one that they have announced is gonna happen. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's gonna be like 1, 2, 3 months after update 15 where we hear nothing. We don't know if there's gonna be a patch 16. Have they announced patch 16? I don't think they have. Maybe they have. But I'm expecting them to follow the same information pattern with a potential new Elite game. Now, I don't think they have announced 16, right? So after update 15, we basically don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if the next patch is going to be the feature overhaul in next year, or if there's going to be anything in between. I think they're going to follow the same information pattern with a new Elite game. So basically, they're going to run until like until they kind of say like, okay, this is it. We're not going to do any more updates for Elite. We're going to keep the servers on. We're going to keep the lights on. We're going to keep doing bug fixes maybe now and then, but there's not going to be new content, right? That's going to happen to Elite at some point. And from there on, I wouldn't be surprised if it would be like a year or two, and then they would announce saying, we are now working on the next Elite game. I don't see anything from other publishers that plays like Elite. Take a look at Spaceborne 2. It's technically it would classify as an indie game. It's a one-man developer, but my god, that is a good game. Like, it has made quite a bit of a splash in the space gaming community. sure that it shows that it's not a full studio with massive amount of people that's been working on it, but the gameplay is good, and I've really been enjoying it. So Spaceborne is kind of there, but and obviously you have to mention that like Star Citizen is there, but I get your point that like expecting Star Citizen to release anytime soon is highly unlikely. That's gonna be quite a while. Still fun to play, but release, no, not anytime soon. Yeah, and he's not a native English speaker, true. That it also shows there's some typos in the game too. But I can absolutely. I mean, I'm not a native English speaker too, and I make tons of typos and misspell my thumbnails and stuff like that. So I mean, I can live with that. Doesn't matter. Just slam it into the landing pad. Oh yeah, there's Starfield, but Starfield is going to be very different. I think my expectation for Starfield is it's going to be like Skyrim, but with spaceships. If I get Skyrim with spaceships, I'm gonna be a very, very happy man. Like a world I can go and explore, where I can kind of build my ships, just so you can build your character in Elite. There's a story I can follow, and I have like tons of side quests I can go and do. And the replayability of Skyrim, for instance, is massive. You can replay that. You can play that game over and over again. Yeah. No Man's Skyrim. Yeah, if I get Skyrim with spaceships, I'm happy. Money, money, money. Look at all those like 4+ million missions there. How nice is that? Okay, last call for joining the D2A squadron. Yeah, Dunk looks accepting in 15 minutes, so if you want to join our D2E Down to Earth Astronomy squadron, go and request now. You'll be accepted in 15 minutes. I'm expecting more Fallout with spaceship, to be honest, but yeah, Fallout and Skyrim kind of plays very similar, I think. If it's Fallout with spaceships, I'm happy too. That's gonna be fine. It's still the kind of the same. Like you can, like, what I mean with it is that they play similar. Is it's still like you make a build for your character. Like you decide, do you want to go, if you take the Fallout analogy, do you want to go power armor? Do you not want to go power armor? What kind of weapons do you like? And then there's also tons of side quests that you can go and do. Like, I feel like if it plays anything like Fallout or Skyrim, but with spaceships, that it's gonna be something I could see myself sinking. Wow, 4.6. I could sink quite a few hours into. So yeah. What is a squadron? Is it like a private? No, so squadron is just a group, basically like a guild in the game, but there's no mechanics around it. You can join it and it does nothing. When we leave here in a second, I'm just going to give you guys a history lesson on squadrons for those who might be newer players. I don't know what squadrons are, because it requires a bit of background history. Oh, 3.8. Quality-wise, you're worried about it being Fallout 76 with spaceships. Yeah, but Fallout 76 was an attempt of making like a online. I don't believe, is Fallout gonna be online multiplayer, or is it gonna be a single-player title, more like Skyrim or the classical Fallout games? 2.7, is that the best we have right now? It is. Nice. 1.8 for the small cabins. I like that. Okay, we are full. Let's head out. And then I'm going to talk about squadrons and the history of squadrons. Okay. So, squadrons were introduced back together with fleet carriers. And they were kind of supposed that fleet carriers and squadrons was kind of supposed to be like working together. The idea, with the original idea with fleet carriers, were that they were not going to be privately owned like they are today. They were supposed to be squadron projects. That means something that a squadron could work together to make or to get money for, right? We don't know what the process was supposed to be, but at least the original pitch from Frontier with fleet carriers was you need a squadron of, I think, at least 5 people in order to get a fleet carrier. And this was their way of trying to limit the number of fleet carriers that were going to be in the game, so that we wouldn't get the game absolutely flooded with fleet carriers everywhere. After they announced that, they got a huge amount of backlash on the forums. People being really angry, saying, "Oh, but I like to play solo. I don't have 5 other people, and I'm just gonna. Well, I want my own fleet character, and now I have to go and buy 5 accounts so I can make a squadron with 5 people in it, so that I can get my own." Like, that whole discussion just went on and on and on and on. And eventually Frontier caved, and they said, "Okay, we hear you. We are gonna make the fleet carriers private, so that instead of them being squadron-owned fleet carriers, they're now gonna be private-owned fleet carriers." When that happened, problem was that was the whole purpose of the squadron was that you band together in a squadron and you build a fleet carrier. That was what squadrons were supposed to do. But now fleet carriers were no longer a squadron thing; they were now a private thing, meaning that squadrons they have no purpose anymore. There's no reason why squadrons exist in Elite. They are an empty shell. You can join a squadron, and you get a little tag next to your name. So if you join the D2A squadron, you get D2EA next to your name when you fly around. But that's it. You can have shared bookmarks, so we can, like, if you find something cool, you can bookmark it and share it with the squadron. And you have a global squadron chat where you can sit and talk to the other people in your squadron. But that's it. There's no way for you to, like, do anything special with it. So 0, 2.5 hours ago, and now in this. Nope, this is the Zero to Hero Part 2 live stream. This is the continuation from Part 1, which was Monday last week. Nah, that's okay. So yeah, the problem with squadrons is now that they have very little purpose in the game, and you don't know what I don't know what to use them for. But so it's kind of a way to band together, and you can kind of show if you're part of a group. So it's kind of like a banner or a little tag next to your name. But that's really the old. There's no gameplay in there. There's no option to to have like a squadron wallet. That could be a thing maybe if you really wanted to do something with squadrons, that you could do a squadron wallet, or maybe have a squadron hangar for modules. So if you had spare modules, engineered modules you didn't need anymore, you could donate them to a squadron hangar, and other people could take those modules out if they needed that specific module, or like stuff like that. Basically shared inventory. That would make sense. That would give a reason to have a squadron. But nothing like that ever happened, and that means the squadron's kind of been left in this, you know, as with many other things in Elite. It's super. It has a lot of potential. It could be really good if Frontier puts in the time to. Oh, hold on. We're getting interdicted. We're gonna crash into the planet. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Or maybe not. Oh, this is gonna be a close one. We're really close to this planet. We're gonna crash now. We're not gonna submit. We don't have any kind of defense here. We can outrun this guy. Okay, we dropped body exclusion zone. Just boost away from this. I think the other guy dropped as well, but further away, so we should be okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, hold on, we need to go to escape. Oh, hold on, give me a second, Dungle. How do squadrons work in open player private groups? Again, there's no mechanics around squadrons. And how do we find a private group? A private group is like, yeah, basically like open, like multiplayer, not solo, but only with people you invite. And you go into solo, not go into solo, you go into your social menu in the main menu. And you find the commander whose private group you want to join, and then you click request join. Oh, that was the wrong button. You click request to join. Just gonna complete the scan here before we go and jump, because I messed up and boosted. There we go.
Mission objective complete.
And then you just request to join. It's right next to. It's the same process if you want to add people as a friend. But you just, instead of requesting a friendship, you just request to join a private group. And then right between your open play and solo play, you have the private groups you're a member of. You can go in there. Is Odyssey worth buying now? If you like exploration, I would say yes. Or if you think the whole idea of like having more engineers to unlock and upgrade suits and weapons is something you want to go and do, then yeah, absolutely, then it is. But those are the two main selling points. I think exploration is where Odyssey really shines. All the grind stuff is like, yeah, it's okay, but it's more. It's fun to do builds, but the build variety is really, really limited. Like it's not like with ships where there's a really high rate of customizability. You have engineer modifications you can put on, you can customize it to your liking, but there is really a meta that just is the best, and that's just what like 90% of people goes with. You can also wait for a sale. Yeah, that's true. The Insane Lord over on Twitch says. Luther says, "Is this cross-platform?" Well, support for console has been officially dumped by Frontier, so no. You can still play on console, but no. I would not say that there is, because you're playing legacy mode then. Can you explain how wing missions work? Yeah, okay. So wing missions work that you take a wing mission, and you share that mission with your wing. And let's say it's a massacre mission where you need to kill 20 ships. Every time one of you guys kill a ship, that's gonna count towards that's gonna count towards the what am I trying to say? Count towards the mission, right? So if each of you kill 1 ship, you're down 4 ships for the mission. But when you hand in the mission, let's say the mission pays 20 million. Just that's probably a bit high, but just to say something. Let's say it pays 20 million, then you will each get 20 million. You're not splitting and getting 5 each, you're each getting the 20 million. That's why that wing missions can be highly profitable, as you effectively, if you had a wing of 4, can 4x the missions, as all 4 of you can share a mission. And if you all share the same mission, then you're effectively just like 4xing your payout for that mission. Only BGS is cross-platform. Yes, but not like anything. Any BGS has also been cut off from Legacy and Live mode. Like, actions you do in Legacy does not affect BGS in Live. So BGS is yes, it's cross-platform, but only with Legacy versions of Elite on PC, not with the Live version. People on Twitch asked that we're using what kind of missions we're playing. We're doing passenger missions out of Robico Mines. And the Commander Golden Samurai also has a good point that console players can use NVIDIA GeForce Now to play the live version of Elite on their console. Apparently, I don't own a console. Wait, what? Live isn't running the BGS? No. There's still BGS in Live, but the Legacy and Live BGS is 2 separate background simulations now. That means actions you do in Legacy versions of Elite does not have any effect on Live versions of Elite, but actions you do in the Live version does. So BGS is still there, but Legacy does airtight walls between Legacy and Live now. There is nothing that goes across. No BGS, nothing. Commander progression, nothing goes across. Everything is separated out. I think I need to approach this from the other side. Should I take wing missions solo? Usually wing missions pay... they pay less per kill or per cargo or per whatever. Like, the payouts for the amount of work you have to do is slightly less than what you would get from a solo mission, because they're intended to be done in the wing. But you can still do them. It's not much. It's like, I think they're often down to like 80% payout compared to solo missions or something. So you can still do it solo, and get decent money out of it. But they are really intended to be done in the wing. There we go. Okay, where are we at now? Almost 300 million, halfway through Pathfinder. Do we have time for another run? Yeah, we have time for another run. Oh, let me just check how long is the time left on the merchandise giveaway. Oh, people talking in Astronomy chat. Let me just check here. Merchandise giveaway ends in 13 minutes. You have 13 minutes to go and sign up for the merchandise giveaway if you are interested in winning yourself either a mug or a t-shirt of your choice from d2astore.com. Oh, 4.4. Don't mind if I do. 12 minutes now. Yeah, discord.d2a.com is where the sign up is happening. 3.8 is pretty good. I think 3.8 was one of the best I saw. Let me see. You have a 3-3-4. Three, 2. There was a 3-1 somewhere. Oh, 3-3. Yeah, let's take the 3-3 there. Two and a half. Yeah, 2.5 is the best we got right now for that 8 cabin. And a 1.4. And 1.1. Go, we're full. What's my favorite ship to fly? My best ship to as a general fly around is probably the Dolphin. That's a beautiful little ship, and it is such a joy to fly, especially in Odyssey. And there we go. How are those missions to SAG-A? 50 million, the amount of time it would take. The problem is that Frontier put a cap. Like, Frontier made a really lazy implementation a while back. There was a problem with some missions that would all of a sudden, in certain situations, pay, like, absurd amount of money. Like, we're talking hundreds and hundreds of millions. And in order to prevent, that was a bug, right? It was not intended to pay that much. So, in order to prevent that from ever happening again, Frontier just put a hard cap in on mission payout. So they just said no missions can pay more than 50 million. Problem is, there is a lot of missions that should pay more than 50 million. If you look, if they should scale accordingly to other missions, they should pay more than 50 million, like the missions out to SAG-A. So whenever you see a mission that pays 50 million, then you know that that mission should really be paying potentially a lot more, maybe 200 or 300 million. Yeah, I think they made an exception for aUEC missions because they were realizing that the Hydra missions, nobody would take the Hydra missions because they were basically useless. You were getting shafted with the payouts for them. So, but yeah, in general, if you see missions that pays 50 million, then you're probably getting cheated out a lot of money. I would not fly to SAG-A for 300 million. You have to remember that these missions are for a single cabin. So imagine that the missions were supposed to pay, let's say, 150 million. And then let's say you manage to put 5 or maybe 6 cabins on there, right? Let's say you can put, you can manage to squeeze 6 cabins in, let's say an Anaconda maybe. That can each pay 150 million. Now all of a sudden, right, you're looking at 900 million for a trip to SAG-A and back. Yeah, okay. Plus the exploration data you collect along the way. Yeah, I could see that being feasible. SAG-A is the center of the galaxy. Yeah, it's around 26,000 light years from here. Can you just dump them there, or do you have to come back with them? You have to take them back. The payout happens when you, just like these missions here, the payout happens when I land back on the station. Is Elite Dangerous dead? No. It's basically not as alive as it has been, that's for sure, and Frontier has definitely put it on the back seat. It's not receiving as much attention as it has, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. But... hey, we got people in. Nice. How much money do we have now? We have 290 million, and with this one, we should be making that the three. If we hit the 314, I will be pretty happy, because that means we made 200 million today, which is pretty good, and we are halfway through Pathfinder towards the next rank, which I can totally remember what is. Ranger. Yeah, I think highly neglected, as John says, is probably the best way to put it. You can definitely feel that Elite has been run by a skeleton crew right now. Like the majority of what Frontier's putting in is story things and lore things, where they just have to basically write Galnet articles, right? They did have the Thargoid War, but again, they were reusing content that was already there, and they made a new interface for it and a tracker, so you can see whether. So that was a bit of gameplay content there, but the majority of what's been put in is lore stuff. Like it's text articles. But again, the writing was kind of on the wall when Braden decided to step down as like CEO of the he's CEO, right? He's still chairman of the board, I think. But when he stepped down as CEO, because the guy that took it over was, I did a video on this the new guy that took over from Braden. He originally got was it a master's or a PhD? I can't remember. He had a university degree in zoology, and then after that he kind of went into game developing and done a lot of game stuff. But his main, like his original background was zoology. So you could already see the writing on the wall then, right? That okay, now we get a guy that really likes zoology. Is he gonna focus on the zoo games? Planet Zoo, Jurassic World Evolution, or is he gonna focus on the space game? The space game has always been Braden's baby. So you can kind of get the writing on the wall there, right? That new management, they probably want to focus more on the animal games and the zoo games rather than the space sims, which maybe was more Braden things than the new guy that stepped in. So yeah. Don't get me wrong, as John also said, the new story stuff is cool. I like the story that they've been telling with the Thargoid invasion and all that. It's not a bad story, but it doesn't add a huge amount unless you really want to roleplay into a character and play along with that story. then there's not a whole lot there. You go, you read the story, you might go and look at the new Maelstrom, or you might go and look at some of the new places you can go and fight Thargoids, and you're gonna have some fun with that. But if you're not into Thargoid combat and you're not into role playing with along with the lore stories, then after you spend 2-3 evenings looking at that, then you're like, okay, now what? And that's why I, for so long, have been advocating for give us some new ships. It's been, what was it? What was the number? Hold on, let's just check here. Let me just check here. Elite, Dangerous, wow. Mamba release day. So the Mamba was released in December 2018. That means it's more than 4 years ago since we had a new ship added into the game. We had the new suits and all that stuff. The thing is, if you add a new multi-purpose ship, not only does this give... I mean, right now they are adding content that's very focused around people who like to do anti-Xeno stuff. People who are not that much into anti-Xeno stuff, well, tough luck. Adding new ships would be something that would add content for a much broader part of the Elite audience. Because if you add a decent multi-purpose ship, even a few dedicated ships maybe, you can say, hey, I like combat, I'm gonna take this new ship and I'm gonna make it into a combat ship. Or if you're more an explorer, you're gonna say, hey, I'm gonna try to build it into an exploration ship. Like, there is a lot more options for this to add broad content into the game, because you can build that ship into so many different things. I mean, just look how much, like the Phantom, not the Phantom, the Crate Mark II, how much content the Crate Mark II added into the game. It's insane. aUEC people are building with it. Explorers are using the Phantom, which is almost the same ship, but like people use it for combat. Like the amount of time, the amount of different builds I've built on a Crate Mark II is insane. So adding a new ship into the game has, from my point of view, it has way more value in terms of stuff to do in the game than when they're like hyper focusing on one specific activity in the game. The draw has been done in Discord. Okay, congratulations to the winners. I will reach out to all the winners here right after the live stream. Then I'm gonna message you on Discord, and then you can go and claim your prize if you are one of the lucky winners. Congratulations! You can go to d2astore.com now and go and look at the different selections of mugs and t-shirts and figure out what you are interested in. And then I'm gonna send you a link where you can redeem it. What was that? Another tip-off. Oh, this might actually be closer because this is a name system. Svarog-ish. 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 S-V-A-R-O-G. S-V-A-R-O-G. Okay, that's also very far away. Actually, the same area as the other one. They'll really like to send us out there in that area. Now I don't want to fly 600 light years for a tip-off. A high-value data at a settlement belonging to our competitors. Okay. We can do another run. What are we up to? Yeah. We made 200 million now today. More than halfway through Pathfinder. Can make it 2/3 through Pathfinder, I think, before the end of the stream. Do we have any high-paying stuff here? 2 million, like, there's a 3.3 there. 3 million, oh, 4.3, yes, please. Three 7. Oh, 4-1. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to Starfield. 3-7. Had more stuff with like 3 something. It was all 3 million one at some point. There's a 3 million one. 3-3 is probably okay. Okay, take that other 3 million one. That one. Especially just all the criminals we're flying around this time. Okay, what do we have? 1.6, 1.9. Do the 1.9. And then some low-paying ones. There we go. Cabins are full. Are we committing any space crimes today? No, no, no. We're just, you know, moving some people around. They're paying for going to a sightseeing trip. I don't care what people do in their spare time. They're just passengers. What is the new joystick you mentioned last time? Any info about it? Not yet. It's, hold on, let me set a destination here. What I can tell you about new joystick is there is a new company that is, very much, when you look at the stuff they're making, trying to compete with Whirlpool. It seems like both their price point and the stuff that they are making, that they are absolutely trying to be a serious competitor to Whirlpool. We'll see. Again, all I have seen right now is marketing stuff. They haven't launched yet, so I've just been talking to them over email. I've only seen marketing stuff, and I've seen prices, but they have promised that they would be sending me a sample of their joystick and their base when they are ready to launch. They have been a bit delayed. They were supposed to launch here a little earlier. They've been a bit delayed, but still talking to them. And when the thing is officially launched, they're gonna ship one to me, and there's gonna be both. First, I'm probably gonna start with a standalone, like, let's look at it, see what it does, and then afterwards probably do a second video putting it up head to head against what Whirlpool has to offer. And if what they are delivering is like, if it matches up to what their marketing stuff is saying at that price point, Whirlpool's gonna have to reconsider what they're charging for their stuff. But we'll see. Again, you can make a lot of pretty marketing pictures and write a lot of interesting stuff in your marketing materials. But at the end of the day, what really counts is when it gets into the hands of real customers, right? That's what's count. The actual product they ship. And that's why I don't want to go and do any endorsements right now, because so far I've just seen screenshots in a, marketing pictures in a PDF. Basically Brenda render so far. No, okay, so it is pictures. I know they have actual, like, it is actual product pictures. Like, I think they're just not ready for. Well, one thing is having, like, when you are about a month away from a launch, maybe a month or two away from a launch. At that point, you are done with the product. It is there, it's working, and it should be finished. I would expect what they're working on is to make sure that they have sufficient stock and that they have all the things in order so that they can get this thing shipped out to customers as quickly as possible when they decide to launch. But we'll see. I'm definitely gonna. It's gonna be very interesting because there is VKB, but it's always exciting when you get a new player, especially in the high end. It's such a niche, right? We already like getting people in there. Yeah. And some of the things I'm really interested in is the dimensions of the screw holes on their base. Have they matched what Whirlpool is doing, or have they matched maybe what they're doing on the Thrustmaster Warthog? Yeah, I always say that wrong. Have they kind of matched those dimensions on the screw holes and are the screws the same? Because one thing is making a good product, but if you're making a good product with a base that fits nothing in terms of all the other accessories people are using with their desk mounts and all that stuff, if none of that is compatible, then you're going to have a really hard time because you're basically forcing people to start into a brand new ecosystem. So if you want to launch a new HOTAS, you should absolutely try to make your base dimensions, or at least the screw holes for them, should be compatible with existing hardware so that people can just take their things and just put it into their existing mounting solutions. Because when you are in this market of like high-end flight sim gear, very few people is going to just sit it on the desk. Some people are, that's fine, and it's also designed to do that. But people also want to mount it, chair mounted, table mounted, mounted in the sim rig like what I'm using. Oh, click boost again. Competitors create innovation, pricing changes, and quality. Great news, absolutely. Like, competition in an area is only good news for the customers. Do you have any opinion on the upcoming SpaceX Starship launch? Yeah, so they're scheduled for Thursday now, the day after tomorrow, right? I don't really have any opinions. It's gonna be fun, I think. I hope we get far enough into launch that we actually get to see the belly flop with a landing. That would be great because it's an awesome maneuver. But we'll see. I might actually have to maybe go and fork over some money for one of the VKB ones, just to have the ultimate like joystick comparison. Just have the Whirlpool, the VKB, and this new company, have them all lined up. How to recommend farming for weapon blueprints? Weapon blueprints is the one you need the key for, right? If I recall. So I would just say go to the beacon and just redo the beacon over and over and over again until you have enough keys for all the blueprints you need, and then head out and then refarm the site. Remember to relog in between every time you farm the Guardian sites. Um, what are you sending me, Dunkel?
Fuel scoop disengaged.
There was a long wall of text, Dunkel. I can't read that right now. VKB's sells customers data summary. Okay. I did not know. I don't... Okay, I'll have to look at... I don't know. We'll have to look... I'll have to look at that. That would actually be... Really? Oh, it's the vessel blueprint segment. Yes, sorry. So weapons you can do with just the relic. That's right. Sorry, my bad. It's the vessel blueprint segments where you need keys. Okay, for the weapons, it's just about finding the site and just doing it over and over again, relogging in between every run. I made some pretty decent progress. We made it all the way through the previous rank, and now we're 2/3 through this rank when we hand in these missions. And we gonna end up making like 220-ish million. That's not bad, to be honest. Damn it. Okay, we were just outside of range. Fair enough. We have been pretty lucky with there not being any NPCs here anymore.
Landing gear deployed.
Recenter. There we go.
Docking successful. Engines
Okay. Let's hand in some missions. So, definitely 2/3 through exploration rank, and we started at 114, so we made 100 or 200, and yeah, so that's 220, 122 million. That's pretty good. The Rat the Ribbon, not at the moment, as they haven't launched yet. I want to wait until they actually launched, because, yeah. But stay tuned. As soon as they launch, there will be a lot more about it on the YouTube channel. There's nothing to go and see yet. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for today, and also it's going to conclude the Zero to Hero, at least for now. Maybe I'll do some more with this character in the future. I don't know. We'll see. I have my main character, I have my exploration character also, so plenty of other stuff to do. But for now, at least, I think that's gonna be it. I have some lucky giveaway winners that I'm gonna go and message. But of course, there's also the main giveaway still running. Still running over on Discord. So if you haven't signed up for that yet, you can go to discord.d2a.com and you can sign up for the main giveaway over there. There is some Virpal stuff for up for grabs. Deliver Us Mars, sponsored by Frontier. There's some Drake Cutters starter packs for Star Citizen, sponsored by GameGlass, which is this event's main sponsor. Tobii Eye Trackers, sponsored both by GameGlass and by Tobii themselves. There's also some Monster Tech table clamps, sponsored by Monster Tech. Then there's some Glass Pass access. There is Fire tablets, both sponsored by GameGlass again. And then there's a bunch of like hardware. There's some control panels. There's some joysticks, throttles from Virpal, all kinds of good stuff. Go over to Discord, discord.d2a.com. Go to the Welcome Start Here channel, sign up for the Discord server there, and then head to the 100k celebration section and find the 100k giveaway channel, and you can sign up in there. Okay. So yeah, huge thank you to all you guys who have either donated, super chatted, bought merchandise today. Really appreciate it. If you guys are interested in some merchandise or want to support the channel, you can go and get merchandise at d2astore.com. Remember, we have the 100k subscriber merchandise running for the rest of this week. After this week, it will be gone, never to return again. So it's a limited time thing. Go check that out. If you want to support the channel, there's a number of ways you can do that. You can either go do one-time donations. You can do that at tip.d2a.com. If you want to do a more like monthly contribution or yearly contribution, you can do that either on the Patreon at patreon.d2a.com, or you can join as a member here on YouTube. And of course, members and Patreons all get a discount on the merch store. Yes. So next live stream is gonna be on Friday, and it's gonna be a big one. Friday is going to be a 10-hour live stream. I'm going to do another 10-hour live stream on Friday, and we're going to be playing Spaceborne. So if you haven't heard about Spaceborne yet, you should definitely come by Friday and check that out, as it is a awesome game. I haven't gone that far in the main story, and I think the majority of the live stream is probably going to be me running the main storyline. I have a few other things I want to do in the game first. We might want to go and do those and then head over to the main story. We have 10 hours. We have time to spare. So basically, that's going to be what's happening on Friday. So if you want to come by and watch me play some Spaceborne, have a chit chat, then that's going to all happen on Friday. And again on Sunday, also this week, there's going to be another live stream. There's going to be a 3-hour live stream, same time slot as this one. Where we're going to be playing Star Citizen, where we started the Zero to Hero playthrough in Star Citizen last week. We're going to finish that just like we did with Elite today. I'm probably going to mainly focus around the racing side of it. We're going to go and do some spaceship racing, which is awesome. So if you want to see me crash into hillsides and explode, come by on Sunday and watch me fail. Little caveat with the Sunday stream, we do have update 3.18.2 just around the corner. If CIG decides to drop 3.18.2 on us this week, that means there's going to be a wipe. And then, of course, I can't continue the Zero to Hero playthrough. If that happens, I'm going to do something else on Sunday. There will be a live stream regardless, I promise that. But I will do something else regardless. Maybe Maybe I'm going to do something in Star Citizen on my main account, begin to build that up. Maybe I'm going to play something completely different. I've been considering maybe playing some Everspace, just because I've been playing that thing so much that I might want to do that. I don't know. Regardless, there's going to be live stream Sunday. I hope we can do some racing in Star Citizen. Do the 9 winners get announced on Sunday? Yes, likely. Yes, they will be announced on Sunday. They will also be announced on Discord, of course, when the bot draws them out. Everspace 2 is pretty addictive. I know! I know, I've been playing it too much. Let me just check, what does my Steam statistics say? Everspace 2. I'm up to 72 hours in Everspace 2 since launch. No, sorry. I played 9 hours already, so subtract 9, so that's 63 hours since launch. So, that's a bit. I'll probably be hanging out over on Discord here just for a short while after the... how many hours in Vegas? Okay, let me check. How many hours do I have in Vegas? Where did Steam go? Steam disappeared. Vegas Pro, I have 2,699 hours in Vegas. Yes, I've spent a lot of time in Vegas. Yeah, that is a lot of hours. That's all? Yeah. Anyway, I'll be hanging out over on Discord. Come by and say hi after live stream if you want to. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys in space.